Welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. Today's Sunday morning, get ready with me. We're going to do a full face of new makeup. Some of the items are not brand new. I have used them before, but they are pretty much like the newest item in that category. So we're going to be playing with some new makeup and seeing what we think. So to start with, I'm going to prime my face. I am going to use the Sicily Double Tonsure. This is not new. You guys know I use this all the time. But the reason I'm using it is I'm going to be using a new foundation. And sometimes when I test out new foundations, I don't use a primer at all. But the more that I have thought about that way of doing it, I don't like it. Because I'm going to wear a primer every day. So if I'm going to wear a primer every day, I might as well test out the foundation using that primer. So this is the primer that I use most often, and I think it's almost empty. When I just squeezed out that little pump, it kind of felt like I may not be getting much more out of it. So I am going to pull this hair back and we're just going to jump right in. For foundation today, we're going to start with the new Clé de Peau Radiant Fluid Foundation Natural, and I picked up shade 020. I did play with this the other day. I didn't like it. I have to be honest. So, but it was like one of those things where I was just sitting at home and just playing with makeup. Not really, I was just playing. So, and I didn't use this primer. I had a different primer on. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and put it on with a primer that I'm going to use most often. I'm also using a clean brush. So I picked up the wrong brush. This is the clean one. This is the Marc Jacobs Face 2. So we're going to try it with that. And we're going to see how it goes on the skin. It is a liquid foundation, so I am going to shake it up. And I'm going to pump 2 pumps out onto my hand. That is the consistency. And we're going to give this a shot. So the first time that I used it, it basically sat on top of my skin. It wasn't good. And it was like when I would apply it with the brush, when I would move my brush, all of the makeup would come off because it just sat there on the top of the skin. I can already tell just by applying this that it feels better. It feels so much better than the first time I used it. And like I said, I don't know if it's the primer that I used, which I'm guessing that's probably what it was, or if I had a dirty brush. But if I had to guess, I'm going to go with the primer. So we are just going to put this on and see what the finished product looks like. All right, so it's actually not getting better. So I went ahead and I added more product because the first layer seemed a little bit too light, and this shade is not going to work for me. I don't know why I got this shade. I really don't. I thought I got a darker shade. But you can see when I go in, you can see how the foundation streaks. Now, if I tap, it works a little bit better. Take a dry brush, clean brush, and just kind of see if I can get this blended. I do not like the way it looks. I'm going to keep playing with this before I make give you my final thoughts, my final opinion, but right now I'm not liking it at all. So I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and zoom in, but it just looks, and especially like on my chin, when I go in, it like blends it away. So I really thought that it was going to look better with the primer, and maybe I used too much. Maybe I just need a very light amount, and if that's the case, then this again won't be the foundation for me because I like a more fuller coverage. All right, so the foundation's on. It is not my favorite at all right now. I am going to continue to play with it, and I will come back and give an updated opinion, but right now, not my favorite. Hopefully this next product will go better. This is the Armani Power Fabric Concealer. And I think that the shade's going to be too light, especially now that I got just a tad bit of color on my face. I don't know. So this is shade 3, and you can see that it is really light. So I'm just going to put the littlest amount. I'm going to stick some down there because I have a friend who came to visit. I'm going to take my Tom Ford foundation brush and blend this in and see what I think. So I think the color actually worked out okay. I'm just going to put a tip right there on my nose, and I'm going to use my finger and see how the consistency is. I think the brush is the way to go. It is a thinner consistency, but it is very full coverage. It is going to cover everything. I think the color actually might work out all right. I do not have a new powder, so we're going to use the La Prairie Skin Caviar Loose Powder, which is the newest powder that I have purchased. So we're just going to take that and blend that and see how that works over this foundation. For bronzer, we're going to use the Clé de Peau. This is, what shade do we have? This is the Bronzing Powder Duo, and I have shade number 1. So those are the 2 shades. It does come with a brush. However, I'm just going to go ahead and use my brush. This is the Chikuhodo F01. And we're going to just bronze up my skin since the foundation is a little bit light. Bronzer will really help. And I have been using this bronzer for a while. I do really like it. I like it so much, I will probably be picking up the 2nd shade. Now we're going to go in with some new blush. I know. Shocking that I have another new blush, but I do. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre, and this is shade number 5. So you get, there's like 4 different quadrants, and then once you open it and you mix it, they all just kind of mix together. And I have also used this already a few times, and I really like it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush and then blend. It blends really beautifully, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't stick to my skin like that makeup by Mario did. It just is really nice. And it's buildable, so you can start kind of light and then build up the color if you want more. Which of course I do, because I love blush. All right, so there we go. I really like it. And I'm definitely interested in picking up more. So I purchased these on the Feel Unique site, and the last time I had checked, they were totally sold out. So if they ever do get more in stock, I'm definitely interested in picking up some additional shades because I do think these are really pretty. I love the formula. All right, so I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm not using anything new. This is the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Eye Primer. I think I probably use this every day now. It's just easy. I really like it. And I've just been reaching for it. For eyeshadow, we're going to use the Chantecaille Giraffe. So I picked this up a few weeks ago. I have been playing with it, but I haven't used it on the channel yet. So we're going to create an eye look using Giraffe. And this is a burnished brown shade. And this is part of their Luminescent Eye series. I absolutely love these, you guys. I just love. So I'm going to go in with a Sonia G Blender Pro. I'm going to pick up just a little bit and I'm going to start on the outer corner to place most of the product, and then I'm going to move in to the crease. I'm also going to go in with Zebra. This is a rose gold shade. And for that, I'm going to take a Sonia G Worker Pro. And I'm just going to place that all along the eye. And last, we're going to go in with Cheetah. Now, Cheetah is my favorite shade. It is a warm champagne. And I use this shade all the time. So to apply Cheetah, I'm actually going to use the Chantecaille, I think it's like the sweep shade and sweep brush. And this brush was designed for these shadows. So I'm just placing it in the middle of the lid to brighten it. And now I'm going to take my BK Beauty 207, same shade, Cheetah, and I'm going to go into this inner corner. I know that the eye looks a little unfinished right now, so I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is the BK Beauty 201. And I'm just going to start in that outer corner and blend in. Now I'm going to take a Sonia G Mini Booster and go back into Giraffe to add just a little bit of definition to the outer corner. All right, so there's the finished look with the eyeshadow. I'm going to now apply eyeliner, and for eyeliner today I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro pencil, and this is in shade the Perfect Brown. I'm actually going to sharpen it before I use it. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Christian Louboutin mascara. So I'm going to apply those, and then we will be back to talk about these two products and do some lips. All right, so we're back. So this is the finished eye look with eyeliner and mascara. The Makeup by Mario eyeliner I really like. It is soft enough and it goes on easy enough where I can tightline both my bottom and my upper lashes. So I really like it. The one thing I don't like is that the end of it is like this brush, and I prefer like one of those little sponge tip smudgers. That's the only issue I have with the eyeliner. The mascara I have really come to like. So when I first used the Christian Louboutin mascara, I was like, yeah, not so much. Like it was all right, but I didn't really care for it. And I wouldn't recommend it. However, the more that I've been using it, I really have been liking it. I've really been enjoying it. So my opinion on the mascara is changing, which, you know, that's why you don't just rely on first impressions, because as you use the products more, your opinions change. So that is where we stand right now with the mascara. I totally forgot to put on highlighter. I spaced and I don't know why. So we're going to go in with the Pat McGrath highlight. So this is the Divine Glow highlighter in shade Golden Nectar. I'm going to use a Chikuhodo highlight brush. Look at that pickup. That's really pretty. Wow. I've been using this highlighter more and more, and I'm just blown away every time I put it on. Just at the glow that you get. All right, so last we have lips, and I do have some new lip products. So this is the Westman Atelier Lip Suede in shade Le Nudes. And Comes in this little bag. I think the packaging is stunning. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's heavy duty. It's just very, very luxe. And then there are the actual shades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this top and the bottom shade, and we're going to apply it. And I have been playing with this a lot. And I have found the best way is to use my fingers. I'm also going to use a liner because this is not my favorite formula. I don't know. I think a liner works better. So I'm going to use the Sicily lip liner in Chocolate. So like I said, I'm going to take the two shades and I'm going to put one on each finger and we're going to apply it that way. So there is the lip suede. It's very, it doesn't really feel like I have anything on my lips at all. And so it just kind of like, I don't know how to say it, like stains your lips is kind of what it feels like, because it feels like I have nothing on my lips whatsoever. But my lips are definitely, they definitely have product on it. But it also is just very, very matte. And that's not what I like. So I don't reach for this that often. Although I do think that the shade is really pretty, especially when I mix those two together. It just kind of really just works. But in order to make it work more for me, I am going to top it with a gloss. And this is the Squeaky Clean Lip Balms, and I have shade Nana. So, and it's just kind of like a pinky nude. And then once I have lip gloss on, I think it looks a lot better. It feels a lot better, and I'm just happier. So that's kind of how I feel about that product. It's all right. It's all right, but it's not my favorite. I do actually like the lip balms a lot, and I'm very impressed with those. So you can't win them all. That's okay. All right, so here's the finished look. I think overall, I was able to make the foundation work. As we sit here right now, is it my favorite? No, not at all. But I'm going to continue to play with it, and I will give a full review at a later video. That's not really the purpose of today's video, but I can't not tell you how I feel about it as my first impression. My first impression is it is not my favorite foundation, and I'm kind of just not impressed at all. But moving on, I do think that I was able to make it work and was able to complete today's look, not hating the way my face looks right now. So that said, that's how I feel about that. I really enjoy the bronzer. Like I said, I've been using it a lot. The highlighter I love. These new blushes, phenomenal. I already knew how much I loved the Chantecaille luminescent eye shades. This was just a new shade that I picked up, and I really do like the brown. Kind of completes the look and gives a really nice smoky eye with brown as opposed to like a black or a dark gray. So I really am enjoying it, and yeah, I mean, I'm happy with everything but the foundation. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll keep playing. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching till the very end. I do appreciate it. I would love to hear down below if you guys have tried any of these products and what you think. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.